FuzzJockRadio.
Just a quick circle back on yesterday. Obviously, very excited to be 5-1. The team has done a lot of things over these past 6 games to feel like we're in a really good place as a football team with a lot of room to continue to grow, but a lot of exciting times ahead. And I think our guys are up for the challenges that will be ahead.
FuzzJockRadio.
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
We're here. Probably.
Remember when you were saying probably?
We're here. We're live. Yep. Okay. Yeah. We got a pretty energetic audience tonight.
They're hot.
Yeah.
Spicy.
Hey. Yeah.
Spicy.
We're here. We're live. We're FuzzJockRadio. My name is Fuzzy.
Hey, Fuzzy.
Your name is
J-Mez.
And your name is
C-Dubs.
And we are FuzzJockRadio. I said that already.
Yeah.
We had thank
With
you.
our powers combined.
If you're listening live right now, you noticed if you're listening earlier than now, you noticed that we had a show leading into tonight's show, Dagger Radio.
Woo!
So thank you, Dagger Radio, Dagger Chuck, for telling us or play music before us.
Proceeding.
Does this make sense?
Preceding us.
Should we start over? Do we need to start this?
We should
this-
rewind.
Oh, I don't have the rewind button ready.
Yeah. It's all
I
right.
was just gonna
It's all right.
bring up if you like the music that you were listening to before the show, and you hopefully you didn't turn it off when we came in. We will talk about sports, and I know some people that listen to music don't like sports, but some of you might like sports. And this is a sports podcast called FuzzJockRadio. And
Well, if you don't like sports, that's okay, because neither do we.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing too. Sometimes I don't even watch the games when we talk about them. But we're not talking about us. We're talking about Dagger Radio, which usually is on Sunday nights at 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. and then Tuesday nights from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. This is all Central Standard Times. They do not. You have to listen to it live, but there's a lot of time for you to catch it. So make sure to catch some Dagger Radio. Speaking of which, the Fuzz Talk Radio schedule, we also have shows on Thursday nights, The Rabbit Hole, from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. And then the music also...
That's a music show, right? The Rabbit Hole?
That's a music show with two brothers that also talk about life. They talk about life.
Yeah.
So,
I've tuned in. I like it. I like when they talk
they're
about
a lot of
their
fun.
lives.
One of the brothers is from the Rockford Mules, if you know that band from the cities. There is also music that plays 24 hours, 7 days a week. It's called a Fuzzy Playlist. It's a bunch of music that I just gather up when I go out and about to shows and put it into the playlist. And it plays 24 hours, 7 days a week. However, I just want to say, this is a sports podcast, not an advertisement for Fuzz Talk Radio. Do you agree?
I disagree.
Do you
This
agree?
is a 24/7 ad for Fuzz Talk Radio.
This is, You can listen if you want.
Yeah,
It's cool. It's free.
Yeah, it is free.
You know, I was listening to it earlier today, and there happened to be someone live on it, and it was it was you,
Me?
Fuzzy.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was you.
I do shows sometimes as well by myself. I just play songs and I talk a little bit.
Oh, yeah?
Yep, I do. And
It was fun.
some of the
I had
things
a
I
good time
talk about is how we don't have advertisements, and that and this is free for the listener to listen to.
Yeah.
If you and I have a really easy way for you to pay for it if you want to, and you get something more in return, not just the audio.
Yeah.
You can go to fuzztalkshop.com or fuzzjockshop.com and purchase some merchandise. And then that way you're
You can just wear some
paying
clothes.
for the things that you're listening to, along with getting some clothes.
You get some clothes.
Yeah,
Total bonus.
yeah. So should we keep this as a Fuzz Talk Radio advertisement, or do we wanna move on? Do we need to restart? Maybe.
No.
Oh man, this is so far
I
away.
could rewind.
This button is so
We could
far
just
away.
well, hello.
Oh.
This is not a recording.
Okay, this
Here
is
we
not
go.
a recording. This is
Here we are.
a live show, and this is FuzzJockRadio.
Yeah.
We're a sports podcast that talks about sports, talks about life, and whatnot. And we usually start the show off
Gets
with.
really political.
I'm gonna start standing.
really controversial.
Maybe
We push the issues.
Yeah, we do push the
Push 'em
issues
down.
sometimes. Sometimes we get into fisticuffs, and that's not
Oh,
fun.
boy.
I don't like that. Remember season
Play
2?
the game of fisticuffs.
Remember season 2? Oh boy,
I try not to.
Me too. I don't like. Well, I got some concussions from that, so I don't. Well, no, we're not joking about concussions. I'm sorry. We are a sports podcast that likes to begin the episodes off with "How are we doing?
How are you?
What did you do this last week? What's the haps? How are James? You want to
How
start it off tonight?
Yeah.
How are you doing?
So super. I guess I've had plenty of downtime in this last week. So I've just kind of rested and relaxed a lot.
Yeah, that's good.
I've really got to be starting on some Halloween costume trick or treating
Ooh.
design.
It is that time of year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
My
and I
pumpkin.
think it's going to be cold. So I gotta teach my son the trick about trick or treating in Minnesota is you really gotta kind of tune your costume around the weather. Like if you can incorporate the sweatshirts and the jackets, like this is what you need for a Minnesota trick or treat.
That's brilliant.
How do you mean, like, incorporate?
Well, I mean don't pick a costume that needs you to wear a t-shirt if it's going to be like super cold.
Right.
You can do that?
Yeah, just make your costume be like I'm this character
Like
that
you-
wears a coat.
What?
Like you could be in the characters from Strange Brew. They wear like sweatshirts and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, that's
Or you
just
could dress up
normal-
as a bear, and then you're wearing a big heavy bear suit.
Oh,
Yeah,
I would
just kind
usually
of
just put on the
take
skirt.
that
and my
into
legs would get blue.
sexy postal worker, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Huh. Well, that's for another topic.
I'm just gonna make sure my son doesn't try to dress as anything sexy on Halloween for trick or treating. We should be all right.
That's for another topic. Well, good. I'm glad it is that time of year.
I'm excited.
The
Trick or
leaves
treating.
are changing
Trick or treating.
their colors.
Candy.
My pumpkins came in. I got 3.
Nice.
C-dubs. So good. I'm glad you're getting everything ready for
Tis
Halloween.
the season.
Tis the season.
Spooky.
C-dubs.
Yes.
All the way out in
My
California. How was your week? You can lie about things. Remember, you can
Yeah.
make things up if you want. If you don't really want to talk about how horrible of a week it was, you can actually say that it was really good and that you're really happy. Well, actually, you probably are happy because you're normally just a happy person.
I'm pretty happy.
Yeah.
Even though this weekend was miserable as far as the sports go and what it means for my job, but let's not talk about that.
Yeah,
we
we
could
don't
talk
need to
about.
talk
I
about
went
it.
to see a vintage clown who sings sad songs in an operatic voice.
What?
Was that the clown?
The clown Puddles Pity Party.
The clown
Yes.
Puddles Pity Party.
Yes, I went and saw
Oh,
Puddles
man.
Pity Party this weekend.
Did you know that Puddles Pity Party loves Mankato, Minnesota?
That is a fact.
Yeah.
He loves Mankato, Minnesota
I've
for
heard-
some
I've
reason
heard
I
that.
don't understand.
Heard
My.
that. Well, because you don't understand. What are
I
you
mean, I
talking
totally
about?
understand because Mankato's the best.
Yeah.
that's- yeah, of course.
Mankato is a very special spot in this world that everybody knows.
Right now,
Um,
kind of.
No. Like there's like if you believed in things,
If you believe stuff.
there might
I believe in Mankato.
If you're incredibly gullible.
No. No. All seriousness though, there's Mankato's a special place that makes national news. And it's a pretty neat. If you're not from Mankato and you're listening, make sure to take a trip to Mankato and check it out. There's a lot of good scenery. There's dolphins in a river. Actually,
Fuzzy's
our
there.
river is hot springs, glaciers.
You can check out on the website.
Yeah, city of Mankato.
I also got my Halloween costume figured out for this year, since it's the season of tizzing.
Yeah.
Me and my wife Lily are going to dress up as characters from.
Hold on. Is it time for us to reveal our Halloween costumes, or do we want to wait until
I don't
next?
have mine yet.
Yeah, Jameis doesn't have theirs.
I'm not
yet.
ready.
Well, I'm already in my costume. You guys know what I am.
Oh,
I mean, I'm dressed head to toe in my costume.
That's your costume?
Should I
I
not
thought-
reveal it?
I thought. Well, no.
I know I normally dress like this, but
you not?
this is my costume.
You didn't get. So you're telling me you didn't get the message? You didn't get the note?
No, I didn't get the note. I don't read our Discord. I just have it on silent.
I only read my post.
ignore
I
it.
only read my post as well. I'm not gonna lie.
I like to.
Fine,
to
I'll
post
reveal
things
it.
there
I'll
and then
reveal
go
it
back and be
another
like,
day.
Yeah.
I posted
We
that.
should-
That's tight.
Thanks for dressing up, though.
Yeah.
Maybe
well,
we should do that more often. Like I'm just sitting here.
remember
in my
remember the
sweats, like
time we
I'm
did
about to go
dress
to
up?
bed.
We all dressed up numerous different costumes in that one episode.
Which
No?
which episode was that?
That was the spooky episode.
That was back in season 4, episode 13.
That was so long ago. We
Right
should,
about
we
the
need to do
37-minute
so
mark, I believe.
We're gonna remember what? Oh, well, wait a minute. Are we having a Halloween episode?
Yeah,
Are we?
yeah. My Halloween's on a Monday.
We are.
We are.
Oh boy.
Halloween's on a Monday, so that's something to look forward to, everybody.
Should I have the trick or treaters join us on the show?
I'm gonna be so full of candy by that
I
time.
will too. Are you trick or treating? Oh, you're trick or treating.
I'm
Will you
on
be
trick or
done?
treat duty for at least a few more Halloweens. I hope.
Yeah. Until 10. Will you be done by 10:30?
I don't know. It'll be dark before then.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're
If he
having
needs
a
to, he
Halloween-
can go to the space
Yeah,
station.
10:30 is pretty late, and kids aren't really trick or treating that late, are they? At 10:30?
No, not
Well,
here.
I am
It's-
totally
We'll see.
going to have trick or treaters during the show, and that's okay.
I enjoy it. I'm looking forward to that. That's gonna be.
I'm gonna keep leaving during the show to have to give candy to trick or treaters.
That's going to be something to look forward to, everyone. So might as well just turn off the episode now.
Yeah, turn it off now.
Go to sleep for 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden it'll be Halloween.
But if you can't sleep for 2 weeks, you may as well just keep listening.
Yeah.
True.
If your name's not Rip Van Winkle, you should probably keep listening.
Hey, Fuzzy,
Yeah.
what's up?
Sup?
How's your week been?
How was your week?
Oh, my week?
I'm asking you. You ever do that?
You know, no lie. I had like some things I was going to talk about. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, okay,
I bet.
this time I'm going to remember. And this is not a bit. That I'm going to remember. This is going to be something really cool to bring up, right? Yeah, and I'm like, yeah. And I'm not. It's going to be so awesome. I don't even need to write it down. I'm going to totally remember.
What was it?
I don't remember.
Nice.
That reminds me, we had a fuzz question of the week that I don't remember either.
I don't remember that either.
Yeah.
So,
We could just talk about sports.
so are we ready?
And
Let's do sports.
Is fun again in Minnesota.
Baseball is not fun again in Minnesota or in the Dodgers land.
No, baseball can be fun in Minnesota because I mean, right now the Twins are currently not losing any games.
That's true.
Very
so if you
true.
think about it.
So same with the Dodgers.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're not losing any games currently.
Yeah, no, yeah. A day's been a full day has passed for the Dodgers since they've had a loss.
Yeah,
It's like we should put up a board.
dude. As of
How many?
How many days has it been since the Twins or the Dodgers lost? And
Love it.
Right now, it's been one for the Dodgers, and I don't know how many for the Twins, but
yeah,
that's you're absolutely right, James. Baseball is fun again
in Minnesota.
in Minnesota and Dodgers land.
Yes.
All jokes aside, unfortunately, the Dodgers did lose yesterday.
Horribly.
To the Padres.
Saturday they lost.
Saturday,
So it's been 2 days.
2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I don't even remember where yesterday went.
You were about to be a busy guy working a bunch if the Dodgers kept going.
Yes,
Right?
I was going to be very busy.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
going to make
that's
a
right.
lot of money.
Oh man.
Instead, I just made most of the money.
Most.
Oh, well.
Yeah, so the Padres went on. Another good thing about this that we can look at, like the silver lining, is that the Padres now broke their streak of going into the off season. So now it means even more for the Twins that haven't won that.
Correct.
Yeah,
won.
people love that narrative of that breaking the streaks.
Yeah. So you know what I mean?
The Twins are building the
explain
best.
that correctly. So
Well, like the small market
like
succeeding.
the Padres haven't won in a playoff series or something like that since 15 years. It's been one of the longest.
They're in the division with the Dodgers, mostly,
The
right?
Twins is the longest. Is the longest, I believe. But now that
Yes.
now that the Padres have gone past, now the Twins streak looks even more momentous because there's one less team close to them.
Yep.
In that amount of years. So good things all around. And it seems like nobody wants to win.
There's one thing I want to say about the narrative with the Padres too. As much as it pains me to say this, it does go good for little brothers out there everywhere because little brothers can beat the big brother every once in a while.
You're absolutely right.
And I think you could still absolutely give it up to the Dodgers with a 111 win season.
It was a good season.
Does that
Good
matter?
season.
Is anybody gonna remember that?
Yeah.
No. Dodgers will only because it's the most games they've ever won in the season. But they'll forget quickly because they wanted a world championship.
We all know what that sound means, or what this jingle is.
You guys like me?
It's time for the
Buzz question of the week.
So I got this new microphone stand that I put together by myself, and it looks really wonderful. It's the most
It looks so
professional.
cool.
It's the most professional microphone stand you would ever see, and it allows me to stand up and walk around like I'm a host, like I have a stage, like I'm a comedian or something.
Performing in a room to me and C-Dubs on a monitor.
And everybody
And
else.
the audience.
And everybody else,
Yeah.
the FuzzJockers are out there.
Big audience.
Not remote.
Brings us to the Fuzz question of the week.
Hello.
Oh, no, I just lost it. What were we just
Dodgers.
talking about? Dodgers.
Yeah. They got
Is anybody going to... Okay, so the Fuzz question of the week is when I ask the Hess a question, and then they answer that question with their opinion answer, which could be either wrong or it could be right. Most likely wrong because somebody else's opinion's right? That's how it usually works. My opinion's always right, and your opinion's
Yes.
always right.
Correct.
Especially since we live in a post-truth society.
That's true. Does that mean it's false because we live in a...
Will-
Okay, anyway, sorry.
Will C-Dubs. Will...
Yes.
And then we don't extrapolate after the answer, right?
No.
We just move on. Will people remember the historic Dodgers season after they lost in the playoffs? I mean, they won, 111 games? That's more than
Yes.
anybody else has ever won.
My answer is they will remember it for all the wrong reasons.
Okay. James.
Oh,
Same
yeah.
question.
What are we talking
And-
about again?
And that was their...
Buzz question of the week.
Oh, what a fun time. Okay, more baseball news. So the Dodgers are out.
Yep.
That means that other teams that are out now. The Braves are out.
The Braves are out.
Yeah.
That's great.
So in the National League, if you won over 100 games, you are no longer in the playoffs. Isn't that weird?
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
Mets also. They were over
Yep.
100.
Mets, Braves, and Dodgers.
Wow. You think? Wow, that's wild.
So,
So the two teams that barely made it into the playoffs won and are playing in the championship series.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
Padres and Phillies.
Yep.
So
No, that'll be exciting. We get Kyle Gibson's on the Phillies.
so we got
I like him.
Phillies, San Diego, huh?
Yeah.
And then we got
The Mariners. Let's talk about the Mariners.
Yeah, they lost.
They lost.
But
In a marathon of
18 innings.
Yeah.
Well,
That's two full games.
I thought that they were trying to, get rid of those long games by putting somebody on second in overtime.
They don't do that in the postseason.
They don't?
No, they don't.
That
So
caught
they
me by
play true
surprise.
baseball in the postseason,
Oh, well.
as of now.
So then, wait a minute. I have a lot of questions.
I have some answers.
Ask them all.
If
Every single one.
one,
Go.
okay, so like is it a playoffs supposed to be representative of the season but more condensed against one team, or like you know what I mean?
Actually,
Like,
I'd say it's an expansion because you play more
Okay,
games in the
okay.
series in the playoffs.
oh sure, but like it's supposed to represent the season. Like why would the rules change for a season and then the postseason?
Because they know it's a bad rule.
Okay, and then are they going to do that next year
Yeah.
when the
Yeah.
rules do change? Are they
Yep.
going to keep that?
They're gonna
bad
keep it
rule?
the same.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so then
They don't care about speeding up playoff games. Playoff games are exciting. They want to
That's how
speed
they
up.
make the most money is
Yeah.
through playoff games.
They want
extended.
those long. The rule's there to speed up. It's not for baseball. It's for speeding up. Right?
so
It's a bad rule.
we're not trying to make a more pure baseball,
No.
a more round
That's not-
ball like we were talking about that one season when we were
No,
talking
they're
about
just
round
trying to
balls.
make it more money.
Oh boy.
Yep.
But this game went 17 and a half innings without a score.
Wow.
Which had never happened in the playoffs before.
The pitching
ever.
must have been impeccable.
It
Pitching,
was.
fielding, also, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good defense on both sides.
That must have been pretty fun to watch if you know what's going on in baseball.
Yeah, if
you know, in C-dubs in baseball.
I was just gonna say one thing that is very true for Seattle is they're a really good defensive team. I actually saw them play not a playoff game, but a regular season game against the Yankees that went extra innings, and it had the extra runner, the ghost runner, like we were talking about before, and they accomplished twice in back-to-back innings in extra innings a 2-batter inning,
Wow.
as in they recorded 3 outs on only 2 batters hitting the plate.
That's
because
good.
they got double plays that involved getting the ghost runner twice.
2-batter innings.
And that was the Mariners, right?
That was the Mariners.
And
They so that's how good their defense is.
But they lost, right?
But they did lose in the end.
playoffs.
Yes.
So that brings me to another.
Yeah. Oh.
Ooh.
We all know what that sound means, or what this jingle is. It's time for the
Fuzz question of the week.
The fuzz question of the week this
Part
week
2.
is part 2. Oh, I was like, what is that sound? It was your can. I could hear your can.
My cans, my juicy cans.
The fuzz question of the week. Oh, by the way, since I could hear his can, it probably means that we're talking in the front of the microphone tonight. Which is great. C-Dubs mentioned that he didn't even notice a difference between talking in the back of the mic or talking in the front of the mic.
Is that the question?
On the actual
No,
podcast.
that's not the question. The fuzz question of the week this week is: since with the Mariners having a wonderful, wonderful defense this last season, like probably would you say like one of the best defense? This isn't the fuzz question of the week. You can answer this one. Like maybe one of the best defenses in baseball this last season.
Yeah, I'd say top 10 for
with
sure.
the Mariners having the top 10 best defense in Major League Baseball this last season, with them losing in the postseason, will people remember the season? C-Dubs.
Absolutely.
Jameis.
Oh, yeah.
And that was our second.
Fuzz question of the week.
Okay. Moving on. We got Cleveland.
Oh, I wanted to say something about
you got
Mariners.
something? Yeah, what's up?
Okay, so this was a game 3 of the series, right?
Yes.
They were
Game
down
3.
2-1. They were trying to push for a game 4.
No,
No, they were
No,
they
they
were
was-
down 2-0.
they were down 2-0.
Yes, they were pushing for a 2-1. And having this game go 18 innings, it's not going to go in the record books as 2 games, but it could be considered like a soft 2-1, I think.
Yeah.
Because they held the asterisks to, scoreless 9 innings of baseball. So
That's that's a victory in my opinion.
yeah, we call that one a 2-1 for the Mariners.
Yep.
A 2-1. Okay.
Yeah.
Cleveland versus Yankees has been postponed.
Yeah, it was raining.
That was supposed to happen tonight. It's going to happen tomorrow at 4 p.m.
Oh, okay. So like
Eastern.
Okay. So that's,
Eastern.
and then
The Reds.
Cleveland recently has had some things in the news about betting, right? Was that?
Or no, Cincinnati.
Cincinnati, Cleveland.
Yeah.
The Cleveland Reds. No, Cincinnati
No,
Reds.
the Cincinnati Reds.
Cincinnati Reds are. Is this a Cincinnati law that just went into place or something? Or what's going on here, C-Dubs?
So each state is enacting their own sports betting, legalization because it's legal in the country. So each state is figuring out their own parameters for it.
Oh, sure.
And
yeah.
so in
Betting.
Ohio,
sports betting.
they've decided you can sports bet at the venue. So the Cincinnati Reds are going to install sports betting centers at the venue. The bookies will be there.
Where you
which
can
I find
you can like the fan can just go right up to a sports booker or like probably like maybe even a kiosk. And
probably
be
a kiosk.
And be like, yo, I'm gonna put down $20 for my team, the Cincinnati Reds, to lose.
I feel like someone's done that before.
He did it to win.
Yeah. Wait a minute. That does sound like somebody, doesn't
like
it?
an old baseball story.
Pete Rose was on the
that guy.
Cincinnati Reds. Is that not correct?
Yes, he was coaching for the Cincinnati Reds, I believe.
And who? Okay, so he was a coach for the Cincinnati Reds. This Pete Rose, right?
Yeah,
and he would bet to win games.
And he would bet on his team to win games.
Correct.
So the coach of the team would go put $20 for his team to win, which is 100% illegal.
Well,
was it illegal at the time?
It was illegal then.
Okay.
And technically, if you're in the sport, it's illegal now.
Okay.
But that's ridiculous because he's not cheating. Like, he's not trying to lose games or anything and betting to lose.
If he bet for his team to lose,
right,
then he would be cheating because then he would make sure that he would. You can make sure you lose, but you can't make sure you win.
Right.
Right? Correct?
So
like you can hope to win and put in your best effort, but you.
But I find it very tone deaf that the stadium that the team that got in trouble with Pete Rose and he can't get into the Hall of Fame because of it has decided to let people bet on site. That's
let's just reinstate him then, I guess.
Well, just let him into the Hall of Fame. Come on.
Hold on here.
They got to just name.
Are you saying that you wish you could put money down on your team that you work for?
I cannot.
You cannot.
And I wish I could.
You wish you could.
I wish I could.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So coming soon to the Cincinnati Reds Stadium
Betting is taking everything over.
The Pete Rose honorary booking kiosks.
It's a robot that looks like Pete Rose, and he puts his hand out, and you put $10 into his palm, and it accepts it.
Yeah.
And then it does a little dance for you. That's what the kiosk will
and
look
if you
like.
bet against the Reds, then it makes
he
a fart
gets
noise.
mad. He shakes his fist.
It's like,
so you would have to bet if you could bet for your team that you work for. You would have to place it wouldn't be betting because you would have to place a winning that you would hope for your team to win, right? It really
wouldn't have to, but you'd want to.
You would have to. Because how if you bet that your team's going to lose, how are you going to prove that you didn't know inside information, which would be against betting?
Exactly. That is true.
And that goes along the lines of going into
insider trading type stuff.
Umpire.
It makes people not want to win.
Well, like if a coach or if a merchandise person can bet on their team, then it would be argued that if one employee can bet, then all employees can bet, which would bring you all the way up to umpires. They're also employees of somewhat, And umpires can 100% dictate if somebody's going to win or lose.
Yes.
So then,
like that big scandal in the NBA years ago.
100%.
Yeah.
And other scandals that keep popping up here and there every once in a while. You know, I'm not going to say that they happen all the time, but I know that they have happened. And I don't know when or not. I haven't really researched. I'm just kind of saying it. So don't take my word for it.
Well, baseball had it in the World Series one year.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's going to be a lot of hurdles. In my mind, I think it's going to be a lot of hurdles for the betting associations to prove that people aren't cheating unless they don't care and it doesn't matter because they know that they're going to bring charges to people and make more money off of people that are cheating.
So TLDR, hold on to your pants because the sports world is going to be trying to rake in some money.
Yeah.
And doing whatever it takes.
Yeah. There's a lot of
right?
There's a lot of stipulations that either people are very aware of and they're going to exploit them, or are playing dumb and they don't, they're not really thinking, oh, we just want betting, But there are a lot of smart people that are figuring this out, and we put a lot of trust into the people that we elect to make these correct decisions for us.
And all they do is gamble and poop and die.
So
that's it. Gamble, gamble, gamble,
that.
die.
So I think we should move on because we're not a betting podcast. I don't like betting, but that's
either.
just me personally. So let's move on to
this.
Are you ready for some football?
Football. A team that doesn't like to lose. Unlike those other baseball teams we were just talking about, the Vikings are 5-1.
Nice. That's great.
Who would have thought?
Oh, man.
C-Dubs, would you have thought that?
Well, I mean, I know we keep talking about how no one wants to win.
Yeah.
But, maybe the Vikings are quiet winning. Because they play really bad, but then they win the game.
Yeah, you're true.
So maybe they're
right.
quiet winning.
You're kind of right. And also, they didn't put up a lot of points this last.
That's 24 to 16 over the Dolphins.
I mean, that at the end there's a lot of points, but that was kind of at the end. That happened at the
was
end.
all at the end.
Garbage time stats.
The entire game was 3-10 until the end.
Oh my goodness,
It
that's
was
classic.
a very
Garbage
boring
time,
game to
Kirk.
watch.
Kirk time.
Kirk time.
A lot of Kirk time.
It's garbage day.
He did it.
Garbage day.
He did it, and then he
That's
won.
Kirk Cousins.
And then he wore some more bling and looked like a
That's right.
like a Christian white dude wearing bling and making fun of it. It's like, ugh. I mean, he's
What a
probably
goon.
he's not making fun of it. He's just being goony.
Yep.
I ate some Adam Thielen first down flakes for breakfast.
Oh, did you?
once,
How was that?
I like them.
Yeah.
You can get them at Hy-Vee.
We are not sponsored, by the way.
No, but you can eat them because Adam Thielen donates money,
Yeah.
right?
To Fuzz Talk Radio.
No,
to charities and such. You buy his cereal, and he's like, "Thanks for buying my cereal."
So yeah, the Vikings did win against the Dolphins, and something that nobody's really talking about a whole lot is the Dolphins are flailing, and they're not doing that well in the first place. And it was not like we barely beat them. That's what I'm trying to say.
In a sense, yeah. They like their first drive, they went forward 80 yards in their first drive, but lost 34 in penalties.
And wow.
Oh man!
In the first drive they had.
That's
and
so great.
their starting quarterback is Tua, who got knocked out a couple games ago, and then Teddy Bridgewater was their backup, and he got a concussion.
So they're on third string.
And then so they started with their third string quarterback, who was fucking throwing the ball all over the field.
He looked amazing.
It was wild. It was so wild. I couldn't believe it. It was ludicrous, if you would.
Oh,
but
he's playing football
if
now.
he was so good, why did they lose? Oh yeah, he got hurt.
Oh, he got hurt as well.
What?
That's right. And then Teddy had to come in.
That's why
So
Teddy
they
came
can't
in.
catch a break.
Man.
And then another one of their players got hurt as well. And
Yes, carted off.
Man, poor Dolphins.
Yeah, poor Eric. I mean,
Regular Eric.
Yeah, Breb.
yep.
Breb. Poor Breb. We got
Breb.
his segment coming up later. The Packers like to lose. They lost to the Jets. The Jets, 27-10. What a blowout! Look at that.
Yeah, and they lost after they even said, one of the players said last week, he said, I'm not worried about losing unless we lose to the Jets. Guess what? You lost to the Jets.
Boy. I saw an Aaron Rodgers quote where he said something very holistic. And it's like, oh boy, you're taking too much of those medicines, bud.
Too much ayahuasca.
He probably has, he's probably growing another white man's dread. The Eagles are undefeated.
They like to win.
Do we want to talk anything more about the Packers?
I just like that they've lost.
We like it when they lose.
Continues. Yeah. No one wants to win, man.
No one wants to win other than the Eagles. They're undefeated.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the Philly, oh no. Oh no.
Yeah,
It's going to be
happen.
a repeat Vikings-Eagles?
No. The Eagles are from Philadelphia.
Okay.
And they're currently undefeated.
Yes.
And the Phillies are from Philadelphia, this baseball team, who are currently in the World Series
we're getting
race.
the Philadelphia narrative for the sports?
And the Phillies have their fan, like the Fanatic. You know, have you ever seen their mascot?
Oh,
the Fanatic.
Is he the weird orange furry guy?
Yeah,
He's the green guy.
The green guy.
Oh, okay.
And then, well, is it the same?
He's like-
is it the
he's-
same thing? The same mascot for all three teams?
No.
Because doesn't their hockey team have a crazy wild thing too?
That's what I'm thinking of, that hockey mascot that's orange.
The gritty.
What's that
Gritty?
one?
Gritty.
Yeah.
Is he a Philly? Is that the Phillies mascot?
Where is he from?
Or no, that's
God.
New
If
Jersey.
he is, that's horrible.
Well, what's the Eagles? Well, Eagles, I suppose, is there.
Yeah, they have an eagle.
Yeah, they have a janitor.
Guy dressed as an eagle.
But okay, so
Not
what I'm
really.
getting to is if nobody remembers, maybe people remember when there was a
I
Super
remember.
Bowl in the Minneapolis, and it was supposed to be the Vikings at our stadium, but the Vikings didn't make it, and the Philadelphia Eagles made it, and their fans came and they trashed Minneapolis.
They're horrible.
The fans are one in. I'm not just saying this. It's recorded fact throughout sports. The sports annals, you know, like the books, all the way through all the sports books, that the Philadelphia fans are the worst fans in fandom history.
Oh, my.
Right, C-Dubs,
They're so
right?
bad.
Am I correct?
Yes, the Eagles fans are famous for having hit Santa Claus with snowballs during halftime once.
Yeah.
Because they were losing. Santa came on the
no.
field during halftime and they pelted him with snowballs.
No matter if they
That's how
win,
bad they are.
No matter if they win or lose, they riot and tear out street lights and burn things.
They also they also
scary.
usually grease up the streetlight posts when they play big games so that people can't climb them.
Yeah.
This is
That's
true.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, oh shit, what was I just gonna say? Oh my god, I just lost it. Shit, there's another thing that fuck. There's another one. Just keep going about the Phillies. But yeah, they're
the worst.
horrible.
They're the worst. And what
They're worse than Oakland Raider fans.
What will happen?
Oh, I remember the other thing.
What?
They mock any team, all the Philadelphia fans on any sport. If your team has a chant or anything, they will mock it during their game. So if you have a chant, they will do it in mockery of you.
So when they have C-Dubs is speaking of at home games.
Mm-hmm.
So the Vikings play the Eagles at the Eagles Stadium. The Eagles fans will do the Vikings
Skull
clap, the skull clap. If you play the Phillies in Philadelphia, like the Braves played the Phillies, the Phillies fans did the Braves chant to mock them.
Which is really bad because
Which
that's
is even
already
worse.
dicey.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
They need to change that name and they need
Figure
to
it out.
chant. But yeah,
it was,
so what happens if the Phillies win the Super Bowl and the
Phillies
World
win World
Series,
Series and
the
Eagles win the Super Bowl. And
It is the apocalypse.
the
and the
country's gonna burn.
That's how we'll
NHL
know.
team wins the what's their NFL team? The Flyers, 76ers?
NHL team.
Yeah. So the
Their
Philadelphia
NHL team is the Philadelphia Flyers, and then
Flyers.
they're the 76ers for basketball.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
that's
gosh,
right.
what if they won all of them? You know what?
Oh,
I think
man.
that's the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
Probably
Each one of their
Oh,
teams winning a
boy.
world championship.
I think we're onto something.
Wow.
Yeah, I think we're definitely onto this.
I think we should move on.
You heard it here first, everyone.
Okay, so big news in college football.
Oh, this is
Am
great.
I right? Football here?
Yes.
Yes, this is college football time.
Tennessee beat Alabama.
The
That's-
Crimson Tide.
From what I hear, that's a big news.
Yes. Crimson Tide are a very, very well coached and scouted team. They have really good players.
Crimson
and
Tide
they haven't
Alabama.
This is a dynasty.
Yes, Crimson Tide, Alabama Crimson Tide.
Okay.
Tennessee Volunteers haven't beat them in 16 years. It's been a long time since they last beat
16 years. And so a little bit more quiet winning, huh?
them. Yeah, I guess quiet winning because, so they beat them by I think 3 points, and
Oh, wow.
the fans were so wild about it. They
Yeah.
stormed the field.
Tennessee's fans.
Tennessee's fans stormed the field, and they tore down the goalposts,
Okay.
like jumping on them and tearing them
Yeah,
down,
they
which
norm-
happens in
Yeah,
college.
they normally do that during college.
Yep.
No, nothing big. They tore
But-
down the goal post. Like
This happens all the time.
all the time.
Yeah.
But then they all proceeded to carry them out of the stadium and throw them in the river.
Wait, that's not where they go.
Yeah.
That's not where those
And so they're
go.
actually still, I think they're still there. And so the team is trying to raise money, which is ridiculous, to replace them. Even though they have multi-million dollars to easily buy new ones. They're asking people for donations to let them buy new goalposts.
So-
Oh, the Crimson Tide needs your money?
So
No, the Tennessee Volunteers.
Oh.
So they
So they want you to volunteer
so-
your money
hold on,
for the
hold-
volunteers.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Tennessee tore out their own goalposts.
Yes.
Huh.
No.
And then threw them in the river.
If there was a video of me right now, which there is not, so don't worry if you're listening, there isn't like a video feed. But if there was, you'd look at my face and be like, "Man, Fuzzy is looking pretty incredulous right now."
It's a good word.
Like, really? Like they destroyed their own field.
Yes.
Wow.
It's
Now
Now they don't get football. Sorry.
they're asking people for money.
Pay us money
to
or else you don't
replace
get
it.
football.
and
You
they're
did.
they have like donation suggestions.
Yeah.
And their donation suggestions are $16 because it's been 16 years since they last beat them,
Okay, that's cute.
or $52.49, which is the score that it was, 52 to 49,
Okay, that's cute.
or $101,000 or $101,400 something dollars because that's how the attendance was for the game.
Okay.
How much does it cost for a?
So if everyone that went there gave $1,
How much did it cost for to replace the goalposts? So they even
Probably a couple $100.
What are they going to do with that extra money?
They're gonna put it in their pocket.
Once again, I have a lot of questions here.
ask every single one. Go.
And they have bad answers to them. It's so funny. It's ridiculous.
I think we should move on.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah. What's next? Every day.
FuzzJockRadio.
The NBA theme, here's an idea. It goes like this.
FuzzJockRadio.
Basketball.
I love that. That's so good.
I couldn't stop.
Bigger debut.
Couldn't stop from laughing.
Yeah.
In Timberwolves news, they are still in preseason
Yes.
and they have won every single game.
They're so good.
They're
They're
quiet
so
winning.
No, they're loud winning.
Oh,
they're
they're
Loud winning.
Loud
They're so
winning.
good.
They beat the Lakers twice.
Yeah.
Um,
No, they're gonna go undefeated the entire season.
it's gonna be great. I'm really excited for them. So excited that I
Oh, what do you got?
printed off the schedule.
That says
I like the crinkle.
I actually got it printed off.
Oh, good.
So we beat the Oklahoma City. No, wait a minute.
The whole city.
No,
No,
that's
that's
coming
the first
up.
game.
Oh,
On Wednesday, the 19th, 2 days from now, if you're listening live, if you're listening via podcast, it might be tomorrow, or it might have already actually passed, depending on when you listen to the episode. But the Timberwolves start on Wednesday, October 19th, against the Oklahoma City at 7 p.m.
Thunder.
Then Friday, the 21st, against Utah. And those are both home games, so make sure to go get your tickets now.
Every day.
And then the Sunday, the 23rd, 24th, 26th, 28th, and 30th for October. So they got quite a few games coming up. Have you guys watched any of the games? Any of the preseason games?
No,
I watched one.
Which one?
The first one against the Lakers.
Yeah, that looked good.
That was good. That was a really good one.
That looked really good because they didn't even have Towns or Gobert in, which was really cool. And the last game, they had Towns and Gobert in, and
How'd that go?
looked really concerning.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so listen to me.
Okay, I'm listening.
It sounds like a great idea to have both of them on the team or in the lineup at the same time, right? Because they're both big guys and they both can do blocks. However, in this style of NBA basketball nowadays, they like to shoot threes, and to get people open to shoot threes, they have to pass the ball around a lot, right? And what happens when they pass the ball around a lot to the defender? The defender has to move pretty quickly from one point to another to defend those 3-point shots. Gobert is obviously going to be in the post because he's a post man. Yeah. And now that there's somebody bigger than Cat needs to move out to 3-point land to defend. And holy cow, he was looking slow and moving pretty methodical between getting, not methodical, but like, how do I say this correctly without offending Cat? Sometimes his movements seem a little awkward and a little bit like there's a little bit extra movement to his movements that don't need to be there. And which slows him down a bit from getting like from one point to another. Like, and it doesn't matter as much when he's in the post because it's not as much area to move across. But,
yeah, you can post up.
But when you move to the outer rim or outer perimeter, getting from one point to another is a lot longer distance. And he was not getting to, once they passed the ball across the perimeter, he was not getting to the next man defended quickly. Yeah. And that just worries me a little bit.
Yeah. You know? I have a suggestion to help him.
What's that?
You let me know if this can happen. Are they allowed to wear roller skates?
No.
Yes.
Damn. Okay. Well, then never mind. My plan doesn't work.
Absolutely.
Maybe.
I mean, I think you should get one person on the team that can wear roller skates. They could be a designated roller skatesman.
I like that.
Sounds dangerous to me.
You know.
Like
Maybe
to be honest, it sounds dangerous. Yeah. But however, I know that they will figure that out. You know, maybe.
I mean, Cat's also coming back from a sickness. Maybe that could be part of it.
Yeah,
maybe?
that is a good point. He has been sick, as we mentioned before. He lost a lot of weight. He has said that he needs to gain back. Also, Ant hasn't been hitting anything. Like Ant has been very, very off.
And they're going to do awesome, though. They look so good.
I mean, they won every game so far. So,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know why I'm looking for reasons to worry.
Well, that just shows their bench is good.
Which is good.
Which is
a good thing. You want that.
We love good benches.
You know, it doesn't look good.
What is slashing?
Slashing is,
Slashing.
like that, you know?
It's not good.
Well, if you're Michael Myers, slashing might be good. You know, I watched that new Michael Myers movie.
Yeah.
The new one,
Did it
Halloween
end?
Ends.
Wait, do we still get to celebrate Halloween this year now?
Well,
Did Jamie Lee Curtis fuck it up for everybody?
I don't want to spoil it for anybody.
Oh no.
You'll have to watch it. All I'll say is it's
Halloween
a
hangs in the
very
balance.
interesting take on a Halloween movie.
Dude,
If you like Halloween and Michael Myers, you probably should check it out. I'm not going to say I liked it or if I disliked it. I'm just going to say it was very interesting because it was.
That it exists.
And it does exist.
it is a movie.
It is a movie. And you know what's like a scary
What
movie?
is like that is
The Wild.
wow.
The Wild's defense.
Yeah. They
Oh, God.
they played a game tonight. Depending on if you're listening live right now or if you are listening via podcast, they might be yesterday or last week, but
Or in the past.
or in the past. It is in the past actually. It happened earlier, and they lost.
Yep.
Who did we play against? I got the Wild
You
schedule
got
too here.
yeah.
We played the Avalanche tonight.
Oh, the good old
The Lanch.
The Lanch.
the good old Avel.
yeah.
Is that what I call them? The owls? Because I don't want to take other people's bits. What's the date today?
Friday.
Today
Friday.
is the 17th.
17th. So, we're not in preseason anymore.
Nope.
We're in actual season.
They're 3 deep.
And 3 losses, right? Am I right?
Yeah, 3 really bad losses.
Lost to
we
New
were doing
York,
so good before.
to Los Angeles, and now to Colorado.
Oh.
So, didn't they win all their preseason games?
Yeah.
All but one.
This kinda
Yeah,
sounds
which
like
they mostly won that one too.
Sounds kind of like the Timberwolves.
I mean,
Hopefully the
for a good
Timberwolves
portion
don't
of it.
Do the same thing here. What's wrong, Charles? Like, what's
Well,
what's going on here?
I will say they had an improvement in tonight's game compared to the previous 2 in that they didn't let their opponent score 7 goals. In the first 2 games, the Rangers scored 7 and the Wild scored only 3. So Fleury,
What?
the goaltender, is not looking good.
he gave up 7.
He gave up 7.
Not across 2 games.
No, against 1 game. That's really bad for hockey.
Dude, that's
And
video
then-
games.
And then in the next game against the Kings, he gave up 7 goals again.
What? Dude.
And but the Wild scored 6, so that was closer. You know, that was better effort at least, but still not good. Still not good. 14 goals against for 9-4 for us in the first 2 games.
That's
Man.
way too many.
Yeah, and then the Avalanche tonight scored 6 to our 3.
That's
So
way
that's-
too many.
That's more than 5 goals every game.
Sounds
That's
like a baseball
fucking
game.
awful.
Sounds like a baseball game.
Yeah, it does. That's a baseball score.
So is
Almost a football score.
what's going on here? Like, is it? He's got
do
the
we
big
have?
goalie?
Do they have a
Like, what?
goalie, or they just leave it
I
open?
thought we had good goalies.
They
There's-
just tie a kid with his hands and feet on the net,
I
and
thought
they
we
just let it.
had good goalies.
Yeah, well, Fleury is not starting off very good, and also our defense in general, like the other guys on the ice, are not really doing their jobs too well either.
They're not looking around at
So-
all.
Or
They're not looking around and communicating.
or
not one bit.
communicating.
No.
That's what you gotta do it. You gotta dig deep.
Gotta dig deep, look around, communicate.
Yeah.
Be like, yo,
Yep.
Gotta dig deep.
yo, we want to win. We want to make Fuzz happy, so he can talk about not quite losing. I don't want them to quiet
Well,
lose.
Man, they should.
Well, I'd say that's loud losing.
That is loud losing.
the Wild should use a goalie next game. I think.
Yeah, they should try getting a goalie.
Just use a goalie. Put a goalie out there, maybe.
Actually, you know what I think
See if
is
that
happening?
helps.
What?
I think the Wild accidentally are setting up a soccer goal on their end.
Oh, okay.
So he can only defend. It's hard for Fleury to defend that. That's got to be what's
To
happening.
the FuzzJockers out there that don't understand the joke, it means that a soccer goal is a lot bigger than a hockey goal. The net, like in dimension,
Yeah.
There's a lot more space for the goalie to cover
Tenfold.
in soccer than to a tenfold. You think?
It would take a
tenfold?
dozen men to cover that area.
Yeah.
It might be close to tenfold.
Yeah.
It's pretty big. I mean, soccer nets are fucking huge.
You
I've folded
you
some
might have
things
been
before,
confused
so
because
I know.
they're both goalies.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to make sure that people got that joke, C-dubs.
It's a good joke.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Make sure to tell it to other people.
Yeah. Use it.
Speaking of
Take
soccer,
credit for it. Say you wrote it.
We got
Be a liar. I don't care.
some other sports news. Not saying that soccer's other sports. It's just that it's in the other sports category right now. I don't know. I'm not saying that it is. I'm just saying that it's
Just saying
that it's in the other sports, but it's not. Minnesota Loons. Am I correct with that?
Yep. The Minnesota United, also known as the
correct
Loons.
pronunciation of loon?
Loon.
Loon.
Loon, and it's loons, not just one,
Loons.
right? Like there's multiple,
Yeah, there's many loons.
multiple
Loons.
players on the team.
Correct.
And then are they fans called the Looners?
They should be called lunatics.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what they're called. I hope they're called lunatics though.
Lunatics.
Yeah.
That's good.
They had a game versus Dallas.
Yes.
And did they win?
Playoff game.
The soccer's into playoffs?
Playoffs. Talking playoffs.
Oh wow.
Playoffs.
Wow. They're in the playoffs?
Well, they were in the playoffs.
Oh, are they quiet losing too?
They
Or
lost.
Oh no.
They lost in
This
penalty kicks.
This just happened.
No.
Like it actually just finished like 5 minutes ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've had.
We are
my eye
breaking
on
the
it whole
news
time.
to you.
Or if you're listening
Breaking
to the
news.
if you're listening to the podcast, it happened probably last week. If you're listening.
Yeah.
Okay, so then they lost. Do we really want to talk about them?
We can move on to LAFC.
LAFC versus Galaxy. Are they in the playoffs?
They are in the playoffs. El
They're in the playoffs.
Tráfico.
They're in the playoffs. And
Yep.
they
Second round.
Are they winning?
Well, they will play. Galaxy won their first game, and that's how they advanced to play the LAFC on Thursday.
Okay.
And that game is at 9:00 Central.
Where's the Galaxy from?
The Galaxy is also from LA.
Oh, that's what I thought.
So it's the two LA
you
teams.
guys got
So they
two
call it El
LA
Tráfico
teams.
because the traffic gets really bad.
Yeah.
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 So,
I get it.
but I am very worried about this game, even though LAFC has been the best team in soccer, at least in their conference all year.
Mm-hmm.
They have only beat the Galaxy in the 4 years or 5 years that they've existed twice.
Do you have a
They
team?
play them all the time.
All the time. Their
And the Galaxy
schedules
are not very
up,
good.
Crisscrossing.
Who do you want to win?
I want LAFC to win because I love them.
So that's why
It's
you're
the
wor-
only
that's
soccer
why you're
team I
worried.
support.
That's the only
That's why
soccer.
I'm-
That's the only
Yeah.
soccer team you support. Even wow.
Yes, it's the only one I support.
Was that
But
what you call your club?
that's my club.
That's your club.
I
That's
wear
his
my
club.
scarf and I hold it
That's
over my
some sports
head and I
lingo
sing
there
the
when
songs.
referring to soccer or football.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you explained that to the FuzzJockers.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, because as you all know, we're here to help each other with sports terminology because we don't know everything.
I mean, nah, we're pretty sports knowing.
As we will prove at the end of the episode in Fuzzy
we're-
Memory Trivia, we are the premier experts in sports knowledge.
We're some real sportsmen.
Dad, what's a beloved regular?
Haha. Well, Ginger, when a podcast loves a guest very much, they have them on at least once a season. Even if their opinions are unpopular, their taste is warped, and sometimes their audio input isn't that great.
And what do they call the time that someone like that is allotted?
Allotted, good word, Ginger. Well, they call that the longest 90 seconds of your life.
Presented by beloved regular Eric Blake here on FuzzJockRadio, a Fuzz Talk Radio production.
Hello, that beat means we are recording. Yes, it is me, beloved regular Eric Blake. Lots to get to today, so let's settle on down. Hello, Fuzzy and fellow Hests.
Hey,
I want
how
to
are
get
you
right
doing?
into it today. Chess keeps coming up on the show, and today, October 17th, marks the 66th anniversary of the Game of the Century, played by 13-year-old Bobby Fischer and 26-year-old Master Donald Byrne. Here's a quick recap of that game. Knight f3, knight f6, pawn c4, pawn g6, knight c3, bishop g7, pawn d4, castle, bishop f4, pawn d5, queen b3, pawn takes c4, queen takes c4, pawn c6, pawn e4, knight d7, rook d1, knight b6, queen c5, bishop g4, bishop g5, knight a4, queen a3, knight takes c3, pawn takes c3, knight takes e4, bishop takes e7, queen to b6, bishop c4, knight takes c3, bishop c5, rook to e8, king to f1, bishop to e6, bishop takes b6, bishop takes c4, king to g1, knight to e2, king to f1, knight takes d4, king to g1, knight to e2, king to f1, knight to c3, king to g1, pawn takes b6, queen to b4, rook to a4, queen takes b6, knight takes d1, pawn to h3, rook takes a2, king to h2, knight takes f2, rook to e1, rook takes e1, queen to d8, bishop f8, knight takes e1, bishop to d5, knight to f3, knight to e4, queen to b8, pawn to b5, pawn to h4, pawn to h5, knight to e5, king to g7, king to g1, bishop to c5, and from there, it's pretty much checkmate.
The longest 90 seconds of your life. Hey! Presented by beloved regular Eric Blake here on FuzzJock Radio, a FuzzTalk Radio production.
Next week on Longest 90 Seconds of Your Life.
But Techie doesn't ship computers.
Who gave Dan permission to record?
In this day and age, transparency is the key thing.
Like you said, I can be back on, but are you going to have me on the show?
Oh my god. I think we just blew the lid off this whole...
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat that whole time.
Man,
That was exciting.
Yeah, I mean that's why they're champions when they're playing chess. You're always on the edge of the seat, waiting for that next move, wondering what they're gonna do. And did you notice the surprises that they did there?
Yeah,
I
I
couldn't
would have
believe
never
it.
guessed that you'd make that move.
Yeah, right.
Dude, knight to g5.
Whew.
Wow,
that was amazing.
Genius. Yeah, brilliant.
So that was other sports. Thank you, Mr. Eric Breb. So yeah, we got other topics.
Oh, I could.
We do have some other topics.
We have so many other topics before we get into FuzzJock Radio,
yeah.
FuzzJock Radio memories, FuzzJock memories,
fuzzy
memory trivia. If
you recall, last week I was talking about some
like
Smash Brothers.
Currently, J-Mez is like holding his mic like he's like we're
There
having
we
an
go.
interview with each other. Like one of us is a host and the other one's a guest, but we're both hosts. So just
That's why we combine them and say
So
Hest.
Hest it up.
Hest it up. Go.
Ghost Hest. Hest
So
Ghost.
Smash Brothers.
Guest host. Yeah, so Super Smash Brothers Melee. This is a Nintendo GameCube game that's been popular for 20 years. Last week I mentioned a player named Amsa.
Yeah, he used Yoshi in one. And that was like one of the first times.
A historical win in the series
Yeah.
for this character, and also that player, his first major win.
Yeah.
And he has taken back-to-back tournaments now.
Oh.
I can report. He
He won another tournament.
Yes.
Not just
not considered a super major like the last one, but
Right.
considered a major based on the level of entrance within like top 20, top 10.
Still like a separate tournament though.
Yes,
like
a separate
not
tournament.
moving up in a bracket in the tournament that we are just speaking of last week.
No,
but
entered another tournament, took first place.
fucking wow, good job, bro.
Yeah, so Red Yoshi.
We should see if we could get them as a guest.
Oh man,
check it out.
I'll hit him up on Twitch maybe.
Yeah, check it
follow
out.
his stream. So maybe.
No, that's awesome. Good for them. Yeah. Maybe we should get some audio for other topics for them.
Maybe I'll play some Smash Brothers.
Maybe we'll play some Smash Brothers. By the way, we're not sponsored.
Not at all.
Oh, that's really cool. Good.
Yeah.
Good for them. That's all. That's really awesome. Move
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
So I saw that Disney / AKA Marvel is doing a AAA Mania. Is that Triple Mania?
AAA wrestling is going to have a Disney Plus program that is based around their Marvel wrestling characters.
Really?
And it sounds like, from what I've heard, it's going to be like Lucha Underground, which was filmed here in Los Angeles and was basically like kind of like AEW is now. It was like another extreme league of wrestling.
Wait a minute. Are we speaking of live action wrestling, or like I was thinking that it was going to be animation?
It sounds like it's going to be live action. Like they're going to have their wrestlers wrestling in their characters of Marvel.
Oh, I thought it was.
So maybe we'll get like Thanos versus Spider-Man or whatever, that type of stuff.
Oh, so it's actually. I thought. Okay, I was reading that headline. It looked to me like there's a superhero show, like it wasn't wrestling. It was like a scripted like superhero team of luchadors.
That's what I was thinking as well.
But still filmed live.
For me, I thought it would be.
It might be.
Animated.
It could be that, but it sounds like it's going to be more of a like wrestling program than a superhero program.
That actually sounds.
They had a trailer for it, and it looked more like that's what it's going to be. But it's still in development, so who knows?
Okay, that sounds interesting.
That is really interesting.
Luchadors are so fun to watch.
We need to keep an eye on that.
Luchadors are cool.
And then since everybody else has been speaking about her, James mentioned that he wanted to bring up Lizzo.
Yeah. I don't know.
So we're bringing up Lizzo.
Yeah, so we're bringing up Lizzo. I like her.
Yeah, me too.
Lizzo's great.
Yeah.
Maybe we can hashtag that now that we brought her up.
Hashtag Lizzo.
Yeah.
We should tweet at Lizzo like I used to do all the time.
We talked about you, Lizzo.
Yeah, we're talking about you.
Yeah.
We love you, Lizzo.
We love you.
Loved you
You're
since
doing
the
a great
beginning.
job.
Love you to the end.
We're really happy that you're getting all the accolades that
you deserve it all.
Absolutely deserve. You do not deserve any of the bullshit that has been coming your way from all those assholes.
Yeah, you know that though.
Yeah, but you already know that. You are an amazing person. Keep it up. And if you haven't heard of Lizzo, look her up. Lizzo. She has a lot of great music. She's a great person. Body positivity and just wonderful human being all around. And she's
I can verify that.
100% shows that you can come from where we're at and make it big. And from where we're at, I'm saying is like just, we're all regular people around here. You remember, just remind yourself that, celebrities are regular people as well. Mm-hmm. And
remind yourself that we're all celebrities too.
We are. We're all stars.
We are all stars. We're all made of star stuff.
Somebody once told me.
Fuzzy Memory Trivia time?
It's Fuzzy Memory Trivia time. Play that on the jam box.
I gotta find the button here.
Roll that beautiful.
Mash go on that jam box.
Where's the button here? Is that the button? No. No, that's
yeah.
Is it this button?
Wait,
no, that's
I got a Wiggins update.
You do have a Wiggins update? Hold on.
Yeah, he just signed a contract extension with the Golden State Warriors.
Hey.
And that was your Wiggins update. Are we trying to take a break here?
We're going to break?
No.
I want to know what's happening.
No, Eli,
we're
not going to break.
now?
I'm sorry. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Oh, wait. How does this song go again? Oh, yeah. Memory. Trivia.
This is Fuzzy Memory Trivia time. This is when I ask the Hess a question, and then they answer the question with the correct or the wrong answer. There is only one answer because it's actual trivia. That was me. That's me moving my microphone stand around. Did you hear that?
I heard like squeaking. I thought like cats were having a toy out there.
No, that's not what was going on.
I didn't hear anything. In fact, I thought you might have silently farted.
Oh.
This is when
the face that he made.
Okay, guys. Fuzzy Memory Trivia time. This is when I ask the Hess a question, and then they answer the question with a answer that hopefully is correct. And if they do answer the question correctly, they get 1 point. If they answer the question incorrectly, they get 0 points. Currently, the score is C-dubs. Do any of us remember?
It's written down, isn't it?
Where did we write it down?
After these last couple of weeks, I've been pretty critical and down on my performance, so I've chose not to remember.
Okay.
I'm in the lead. I know that.
Yeah.
We all know what that sound means, or what this jingle is. It's time for the
Fuzz Question of the Week.
This is the part of the show when I ask the Hess a question, and they answer with their opinion answer. This is the Fuzz Question of the Week, number 3 for this episode, since we need to ask so many questions.
So many questions.
I had so many questions.
I did say ask all of them, so let's go.
Okay, the Fuzz Question of the Week is, should we start the scoring over in Fuzzy Memory Trivia right now?
Absolutely not.
James? Are you trying to figure it out, C-Dubs, right now? Looks like you're looking.
Yes.
Okay.
I was like 6-4 and 3-3, probably.
So the other question of the week is, when is the middle of our season? Do you guys remember?
Tomorrow, or
do you know
sometime
when the
after.
middle of our season is, C-Dubs?
It would be probably around the holiday time when people celebrate the holiday things.
Because we got some stuff.
Oh,
we
got some holiday stuff.
We got
big plans for the middle of the season.
Yeah. Okay.
Even though we don't know when it is.
Are we moving on?
Yeah.
And then
Let's
just
do it.
add the points next week?
Yeah, that's a great idea. We can figure it out.
I think I can get the points for us in just a second.
Well, we got things to do. We can't just sit here and wait. We got questions to
I don't
ask.
know.
Yeah.
We could tap dance.
We got questions to ask.
We got issues to tackle.
We can just add them at the end.
Fine.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Well, fine.
Yeah.
Did you find them? Well, did you find the points?
It's okay. He doesn't have to
it's
hear the
9 to
question.
5 to 3 to 3.
9 to 5 to 3 to 3.
Correct.
Okay.
I knew it was bad.
At least
Just
we
how
got
bad.
it. Okay, ready?
Rewind.
Oh, wait. How does this song go again? Oh, yeah. Memory.
It's Fuzzy Memory Trivia time. This is when I ask the Hess questions, and then they answer with the right answer, and then they get points for that answer for being correct. And currently, the score in Fuzzy Memory Trivia is C-Dubs.
9 to 5 to 3 to 3.
You have 9 C-Dubs. J-Mez
Correct.
has 5.
5.
And J-Mos has 3. And
Splinter has
3.
I mean,
3.
Expert Andy.
Expert Andy has 3. Okay, ready?
Yes.
What is the name of a backwards pass in football?
Lateral.
Correct. 1 point, James. What is the motto for the 2018 Winter Olympics?
Just do it.
Be best.
Passion connected. What is the most number of points ever scored by David Robinson in an NBA regulation game?
84.
73.
Correct, 73.
What? Nice.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Wow. What is the home city of Major League Baseball's Padres?
San Diego.
San Diego.
James, San Diego. What is the gymnastics term for transitioning from a headstand into a forward roll?
Tumble.
Tuck.
Dive roll.
Oh.
What is the governing body of the sport of volleyball?
The Volleyball Association of People.
The People's Association of Volleyball.
FIVB. FIVB. What is the first name of hockey's Povitin?
Andrew.
Hobie?
Dennis.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the first name of hockey's Lemieux?
Mario.
Lamar.
Mario. Correct. James, once again. What is the first name of hockey's Gretzky?
Wayne.
Correct. C-Dubs. What is
Dennis.
going on with these first names? What is a term for a flip or a somersault?
Flip.
Roll.
Salto. What Grand Slam event did Henry Contine and John Peers win in 2017?
Doubles tennis.
Wimbledon.
Australian Open.
Oh, it has. Okay.
Oh my!
And that was our.
Fuzzy. Oh wait, how does this song go again? Oh yeah. Memory. Trivia.
Wow, good job, guys. We got some more points. This is a season that we are just gathering up the points. You guys are like quiet.
We're the experts.
Quiet winning. You're doing it. You're doing it.
So it's now 10-9 to 3-3.
No,
10
I
to
got
9
10 now.
I have
10
10.
to
You
10.
have 9.
I got 5, didn't I? No, I only got
No,
4.
you got 4.
4.
Oh, okay.
4. Yeah. 10 to 9. We'll give you a half a point.
No,
I
we
have-
don't do half points.
No. Okay. 10 to
Not the
9 to
controversy.
3 to 3. 10 to 9
Yes.
to 3 to 3. Okay.
10-9, 3-3.
Okay. Well, that's
10-9 to 3.
As we all know, Fuzzy Memory Trivia brings us to the end of the episode. And one of the new things I like to do this season is ask the Hess, was there anything else that we forgot to talk about before we get to the closing arguments?
You know, I just really want to look.
C-dubs?
I just wanted to say congratulations, Fuzzy.
For
You
what?
did it. You made it to an end of the episode.
Oh, I did. Oh, thanks.
Yeah, you are amazing, and I love you.
Yeah.
You're amazing, and I love you.
Nice.
Both of you.
James, did you have anything else that you wanted to bring up before?
Do you have a sign to hold up?
No.
No, I don't have a sign. I have some licorice.
Can I have one?
Yeah, you guys
Can I have
have
some?
some licorice. There's some nice
End of the
licorice.
episode. I'll eat some licorice, huh?
Can you email me some of that licorice?
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't eat it
Thank
in the
you.
microphone. It doesn't sound good.
Hey, wait, I got something I want to bring up that's
What?
goofy since you
Okay.
just said you're eating into your microphone.
What?
I was watching the news today at work because we put it on in the morning, and they went like to do a segment where the next one host talks and the next one's supposed to say the next thing that's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And she finishes her spiel and she throws it over to the other guy, and the other guy's sitting there and he looks at her and he goes, "I'm chewing something," and he's literally eating something. And she goes, "Okay, I'll read your copy," and then proceeds to read what he was supposed to. Live on the air. He literally just kind of is like looking goofy the whole time.
What is he
and
doing,
then
a
she
comment?
says, she throws it to him and he goes, "I'm eating something."
That sounds like
And then she
doing
just
something.
continues on. It was hilarious.
that sounds like they're trying to take Common's bit. They're just not doing it right.
Yep, no,
Oh,
they did it wrong.
Hello.
It's chime.
That's time.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
that's it. What do you got going on this next week?
Let's talk about
James.
the future.
Yeah, what do you got going on this next week? How's it looking?
Oh, I'm not looking forward to some of the temperatures I see on the forecast, but
It's becoming winter.
I gotta find where I've packed away like my winter clothes, mostly from when you pack them away in the spring and summer. I gotta find my long johns. So I'm on the quest for long johns.
Nice.
The thermal underwear, if you will.
Yeah, yeah. Those
Oh, I
are
thought you were
helpful.
talking about Long John Silver's. I was going to say they
Yes.
closed that.
Yeah, they tore that building down.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
C-dubs, what do you got going this next week? How's everything looking? Any big plans other than work? You can lie.
I do
You don't
have
have to-
something. Why do I have something? Oh yeah, one thing is I'm gonna have some coworkers over and hang out in my backyard to watch the LAFC Galaxy game.
Oh,
So
that'd
that'll
be
be
fun.
fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then I totally have something this weekend that I can't remember what it is.
Well, you'll probably remember.
Yeah.
I'll remember it when it's time.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
How about you, Fuzzy?
Me?
Sup, no.
Well, let me think here. While I walk around the stage and acting like I'm somebody very important that you're asking.
You are.
What my plans are for this next week. Well, my plans are to absolutely 100% make sure that I am kind and genuine and thoughtful to other people because I know that I am not the only person around. Thank you for listening to FuzzJockRadio. This has been a pleasure.
Thanks.
We will see you in the future. Peace.
FuzzJockRadio.
Just a quick circle back on yesterday. Obviously, very excited to be 5-1. The team has done a lot of things over these past 6 games to feel like we're in a really good place as a football team with a lot of room to continue to grow, but a lot of exciting times ahead. And I think our guys are up for the challenges that will be ahead.